with your podcast and the title, what opportunities do tech sponsors have? Because it's a big issue of people who, our grad schools are coming out. They've made it really difficult because they haven't really designed a good system. It's always workarounds of potentially an H-1B and O-1 maybe.
Yeah.
They had that one founder visa that Obama tried to put in that didn't happen. What kind of tools do you use in the non-immigrant visa categories to try to help these people?
I mean, you just named it. And I think one of the things that, like, I had a call with somebody and I was planning, this was last week, I was planning on spending 30 minutes with them to do my whole pitch about why, we can really help them. And 10 minutes into the call, they were like, no, just send me your engagement letter. And I was like, wait, like I didn't do my whole song and dance. What are you talking about? And then we just kept chit-chatting for the rest of the time. And then at the end, we closed the call and I was like, well, we're really looking forward to supporting you. He's like, this is going to be great. I can't wait to do my first H-1B. And I'm like, yay!
Wait till they do it. I mean, they just changed the rules again on us last week.
No, and whatever's happening with the lottery and the wage-based allocation, pay to play, essentially, that's going to be really interesting to track because that was actually in Biden's campaign platform, that he wants that too. And he swore to undo all the Trump stuff within the first 100 days. But this is one thing that they're in agreement on. So maybe it'll actually happen.
I was talking with another attorney, immigration for the podcast, and they're saying, it's hard to just define people just based on a dollar amount. There's different levels of people, different cultural things they bring. It's hard to just say, okay, you got to make a lot of money, have a lot of education. I think it's good to have a focus on that for just the economy and stuff like that. But like some people want to get rid of a diversity visa and this and that. Having that mix of people is kind of good, and this kind of boxes out a big group of people.
Yeah, it will, and this. There are so many competing interests with immigration. Yeah. I mean, I remember being a little kid in the 90s, and my dad was talking about IRA and Clinton and EDPA. The Anti-Effective Death Penalty Act of 1996 or something, and he was freaking out about how it made stuff harder for folks. But I don't know, we keep getting stymied with CIR because it's just this huge omnibus bill and nobody can agree. But then if we tease one thing out, like a startup visa, like that screws the dreamers, and we want to be good to everybody.
Yeah.
Also, nothing's moving forward. So I really hope that in the coming 4 years, we can make some really solid improvements to the system. But I do have something really important for everybody to know, which is an H-1B hack that anybody can do, and it might actually help with this pay-to-play system. It's a little bit more investment for the employer up front, but I've been using it to great success, and I will provide you the link, so you're welcome to put it in the chat window if you want. But there's a nonprofit founded by an ALA member out of Boston. His adult daughter is the executive director. It's called Open Avenues Foundation. They are lovely, and the deal is that they're using the H-1B cap exemption for nonprofits where the work is at a university, which historically has been used for, like, if you're at a hospital that's affiliated with the university, but the hospital itself is a nonprofit. So they used the system and formulated their own organization. Basically, the foreign national applies to be a Global Talent Fellow at Open Avenues. If they're selected, they then get scheduled to teach a 5-hour-a-week group project via Zoom webinar at a U.S. college that is primarily focusing on helping underserved, diverse U.S. college student populations get access to STEM education and entrepreneurship training. So Open Avenues sponsors their first cap-exempt H-1B any time of year, no lottery, And as soon as the I-797 approval notice is issued, you got to be ready to have your H-1B for the company ready to go for 35 hours a week of concurrent employment. And as soon as you file that, if the beneficiary is in the United States, they get to start working upon filing. So it's a really beautiful way to evade the lottery and support American education and diversity and immigration all at the same time. So I've been using it. I hope more lawyers use it. I think we need more programs like that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I'll reach out to them, talk with them too about, letting people know it's like a wonderful kind of situation to have, to keep them here.
Yeah.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. That's an interesting workaround.
Danielle Goldman is the executive director there, and she's very accessible. And I'm also, happy to introduce anybody to her.